the lead uppercut. The lead uppercut is an awesome punch. Marcus loves it. And we're going to coach it pretty similarly to how we learnt the lead hook. There's some differences, obviously. Yes, it's a different punch, but a lot of it is similar. How we initiate it, how we load up with it. So starting from the body, that's a thing. That's similar between the lead hook and the lead uppercut. So remember our lead hook, we dip, we let that rear foot turn in, we let that lead shoulder turn. That's us charging the punch up. Now again, that amount of loading up isn't necessary every time with the punch. Yeah, it may be a little dip like this, bang. Yeah, that's enough rotation charging up the punch. Oh, sorry, there. Yeah, that's enough rotation to throw the punch, but we're going to exaggerate it this whole time, because exaggerating then transfers into an under-exaggerated, whatever that word is, version in your training or sparring or wherever you're applying your boxing knowledge. So the lead uppercut, 60-40 in our stance, nice position. We're going to load up, so drop that lead shoulder with the rear foot, bang. Now I've got all this potential energy in my lead side. This hip has all the potential to rotate. This shoulder can pull in the opposite direction, creating torque through my lead shoulder. Now, when we throw our lead uppercut, we apply torque still in a rotational manner. However, the punch transfers upwards. So force transfers that way, not this way, right? So that's across a horizontal plane, which is a hook. An uppercut, the force transfers on a vertical plane. So the lead hook, again, reminder, it's the same loading mechanics. Back through. How am I going to teach you how to throw the lead uppercut? So the way I like to teach it, imagine the path of the punch. When you're applying your punch, imagine you're giving someone the middle finger with your forearm. Right? In theory, you're wearing gloves, so you can't actually do this, but imagine this is your middle finger. We want to apply it pretty upright, right? Not out here. That doesn't translate to a good gesture. This translates to a good gesture, right? There's our uppercut, right? So we load, we rotate, the punch comes after the fact, we apply rotational force first, the arm is the meat hook that travels through space to do the damage. I find with the uppercut in particular, I want to keep my shoulders real loose and find a bit of pop with my punch. But the lead uppercut, give the middle finger, give the middle finger, give the middle finger. And notice there's a few things happening here. One, when I'm throwing my punch, again, I'm being defensively responsible when I throw my punch, right? So my shoulder acts as a line of defense, bing, bang. The shoulder is acting as a line of defense when the knuckle or fist is not home to protect it. That's a really important part of the punch. This already is a bit all over the place, but the lead uppercut's a bit more tricky. A couple of don'ts that I want to see. When we load up, it's pretty common to like stay onto that loaded side when we throw the uppercut and not re-find our base of 60-40 in the weight distribution. So we might dip, throw the upper, but stay over onto that lead leg. Yes, that can be applied in boxing, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not a thing, but I don't want you to learn that as a beginner or as someone who's just learning how to box, right? So yeah, this can exist. Staying over onto that side. I want us to develop this habit of the punch bringing us back to our nice position. So what do I mean? When I'm dipping for my punch, no matter how much it is, I'll exaggerate it. I'm 70-30 right now. When I throw my uppercut, I want to drop back with the punch. 60-40. And then there's my recoil as well, right? So dip. I'm going to rip the hip through, let the weight drop back, bang, give the middle finger, defensive responsibility with the punch, recoil back. the lead uppercut. So let's not develop this habit of staying on our lead side or loaded on our lead side after we throw the punch. Let's get into this habit of I throw the lead uppercut and it's taking me back to stance, like my safe stance. Again, what do I mean? Yeah, see how it brings me back? As opposed to staying over on that lead side. I'll give you side view. Other side view. Now, big mistakes, and I'm a fiend for this. My head follows the direction I'm punching in, which is so bad, particularly with the uppercut because it puts your chin in the sky. And it's this bad habit of trying to like almost use your head to generate more torque into the punch. We need to abolish that. So like we talked about on previous punches, keep your eyes on your target when you punch. So what am I talking about in terms of the bad habit of the head mechanics with the punch? Is this. Yeah, I'm yeeting my head to try and help me generate more force, as opposed to, and obviously that's putting your chin in the sky, it's making it an easier target, it's just exposing you to a super unnecessary amount of danger. As opposed to loading up, letting this shoulder become a line of defense while simultaneously keeping the chin tucked. If you're using your axes of rotation through your hips and your shoulders correctly, you don't have to worry about generating more power via the means of snapping your neck. Fucking relax. It's enough power, right? So here, boom, boom, there. Yeah, the head doesn't have to follow the punch. Keep your eye on your target. That's the lead uppercut. Another mistake that I want to address when throwing the lead uppercut. It happens more on the rear foot, but it does happen on the uppercut, the lead uppercut as well. It's sort of launching yourself into the punch, right? So doing like a Tekken or Fight Club, I don't know what fucking video game it is. A Street Fighter, one of those. Anyway, it's this, right? Coming up with the punch, thinking that's helping you generate more power. And essentially what you're doing is this, right? You're trying to jump into the punch. You're losing all your grounding on the floor. So keep your weight in the ground and don't apply force up and off the ground. Don't try and jump to generate more power as well. And that's the same as the head mechanic. It's this idea that, oh, I'm using more levers to generate more torque. Just trust your hips and your shoulders. So again, this is a bad habit. Yeah, shooting up, losing my balance. Yeah, as opposed to bing, bang, bing, bing, bang. Lead uppercut. I think that covers it.